Pretty easy mulligan here. 5 lands, Eldritch Evolution, 5-drop. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Assuming this Gaddock Teeg isn't any good, we can Eldritch Evolution into something else. I would love a Wilt-Leaf Liege, thank you. Hey, Chunchumaru with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thanks for starting us off strong here today between Onyx's bits and your brand new Twitch Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here as always. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider using that button. The ginger burger was devoured. Ooh, okay, so, So this Gaddock Teeg is probably just going to trade with the Goblin Guide next turn. So I get to go tapped land here into Teeg, and then next turn I can play the Wilt-Leaf Liege. So Searing Blades will be a little bit sad here. I do have a couple of ways to gain health in our main deck though, so yeah. Oh, they blasted the bird. Interesting. Huh. Do I want to block then? There's a Bird of Paradise on top of my deck. I kind of just want to let this hit happen. I have a Loxodon Hierarch in our main deck here. One copy of this bad mamma jamma. So I think I'm just gonna take this hit since they killed my bird. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with Gaddock Teeg here. What's going on, Tom? We just started, bud. Just fired up. Do this and grab the old Loxodon Hierarch here. Gain 4. Your move, Yugi boy. Yeah, I think the Pyromancer deck is very good. I think it's arguably the best fair deck in Modern. Obviously, we're going to have to wait and see results from the PT and like see what does well. But like in my experience, having played a lot of really bad fair decks recently, it's definitely felt the most powerful. Yeah, me too. And I was really excited to see Liliana the Veil in his deck. He had at least one in his main deck at least, because that was a card I was playing with. We're going to play one main and one sideboard today when we play it later, I think. What you got, opponent? Eidolon, please hit an untapped land here. Untapped land would be the nut. That's a Noble Hierarch. Alright, so I'm definitely casting this, right? The question then becomes, do I want to attack here or not? Probably not, right? Probably just want to like be conservative and wait a turn. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. No, I'm not playing Bowmat Couriers. That card doesn't seem particularly impressive. Let's see if they have double removal here or not for my Loxodon Hierarch. It would be annoying, but not the end of the world. You know, like Helix my Noble Hierarch. Maybe I'm supposed to have played the bird. Instead of just counting on that happening. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to have played the bird last turn. I don't know, if they want to keep pointing removal spells at these dorks, I think that's fine with me. So they could like send 6 points of damage at the Hierarch, dealing 4 to themselves, and then attack me for 4 down to 9, but then I get to stick this Wilt-Leaf Liege. Them drawing a 4th land is... I don't know if that's good or bad for us. Are they killing my bird here? Yeah, deal. I mean, I guess these are technically like dealing 2 balls to me, right? Huh. I'm gonna attack with this to start. Just gonna swing. Because if they want to double here, I can just play the Smiter. They don't. Okay, so they go to 10. And I get to play the Smiter out. Go to 11. The Pro Tour literally just finished day 1. So we started basically almost right after the last round started. Even though it's getting bad next week. No, I think the Humans deck is actually like the perfect style of deck that you want to be good in Modern. Like it's got some play to it. It's got good aggressive draws. It's got fairly interactive draws. I think this is a Ruined Halo matchup. That might deal a touch too much damage to us. It's definitely not a Nissa Steward of Elements matchup. Let's get that right on out of here. Path to Exile doesn't seem like the worst here. A Sigarda and Angel of Sanctions seem clunky. I guess I'll board in Rec Sage just to kill Eidolon because it's kind of annoying. But I do have some things that are too expensive for it to hit. Just want a couple paths. I'm gonna bring in 2 paths. The 5-color Humans deck is great. It's very powerful. It's a very reasonable deck. I think a lot of Pro Tour competitors came to good conclusions by playing it. So, the splash... So I realized Nissa's the only blue card in this main deck, but I assume the splash is more for Disdainful Stroke than for Nissa, and Disdainful Stroke's not a main deck card. It's like, well, if we're boarding for Disdainful Stroke, we might as well play a blue card in the main deck. And again, this is a donation deck list. I changed a few things, but the core of the deck list is something that someone else sent in, so I didn't want to deviate too much. And that deck had 3 Nissa Steward of Elements in it, so that's what we're playing. Do you want some more? You want popcorn? You say popcorn? Here you go, buddy. Yeah, it seems great. Got a bird on 1. It's got lands that don't hurt us. It's got a voice on 2, which is good. The bird's an okay draw. Means if they don't kill this bird, we get to go bird plus voice next turn. If they play an Eidolon this turn, we get to Rec Sage it on 2. No, the mana in the 5-color Humans deck is very good. The mana in the 5-color Humans deck is very good. Okay, we can no longer kill that since they killed the bird. I'm gonna go ahead and jam this voice into play here. Not taking any damage off our lands is pretty good here. I think I'm just gonna snap this straight if they offer it. They bolting my voice, deal. But we're not gonna use this token as a gain 2, I don't think. I think I have enough creatures as follow-ups here that... Oh, we drew Thragtusk, it's pretty good. So we'll go to 14 here. We'll crack them to 16. Next turn we get to go Smiter plus Bird. They didn't have a play. God, that's good for us. Do I want to chump block here? I feel like I'm in the market to chump block here if I get the option. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this Reclamation Sage as a gain too. I think I'm gonna use this as a gain 2 here. I think that's valuable. Help us bridge the gap to get to this Thragtusk. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna fetch a forest and play the bird. Down to 10. Thoughts on Vexing Devil and Burn? It's never been impressive anytime I've played with or against it, so... Giving your opponent choices is generally not a good thing. I haven't played with or against the Daredevil, so I don't really have a good opinion on it. Seems fine against Jeskai, I guess. That's where you want to go. If they attack with the Swift Spear, we're going to snap block with the Boros Loxodon Smiter here. Eidolon of the Great Revel. What do you think, chat? Is this a concession Thragtusk? Feels like a concession Thragtusk. It's my favorite kind of Thragtusk, the concession Thragtusk. Ayo! Got him. Got him. Alright. Quick 2-0 start there. Green-white beats. Too strong. Too strong. Watsy, please nerf. Green-white beats. Unfair. Unfair green-white beats. What's going on? Howdy, Halloweens. This deck certainly has the tools to beat burn rate. It's got a pretty painless mana base for the most part. It's got some main deck health gain. It's got an efficient clock. Time to die to storm. I'm just taking a break from X stuff, Waffle. I don't really want to talk about it. Just not feeling it. I don't want to complain about it. Just let's not talk about it. Yes, right? Or just like plus their Liliana when they don't know what we're playing, which gets a windmill slam, a free 4/4 into play. Man, remember when I said I feel like I deserve this start after talking about our mostly painless mana base. I'm gonna keep this hand, but if we're playing against Burn again, we're going to die. More voice in my modern deck. Saigo No Boss, the 3-month Twitch Prime resubscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back, bud. I do appreciate the continued support. One of the things I did change from the list that was submitted is that the deck list that someone submitted had 2 Ghost Quarters in it, and I turned those Ghost Quarters into Horizon Canopies. So, like, this would be 3 colorless lands in this hand if it had the original submitted mana base. What's going on, Wraithmorn? Yeah, I just, you know, I'm sure we'll be back at some point. I just not feeling it now. Again, just don't want to complain about it on show. I don't want to be a pillar of negativity. I think that's bad. Ooh, Basic Island. That's good. Ooh. Basic Island, Happy, Aether Vial. Okay, hopefully we draw lands here. Right on time, Noble Hierarch. Right on time. I suppose I just play voice here. Now I'm gonna play the Hierarch. We get spread next turn. We get spread next turn. I mean, if you would have told me that like Affinity was gonna go 8-0 at the Pro Tour, like I wouldn't have been surprised, right? Yeah, we do just get to... No! That's fucking rude, opponent. What a tilt. What a tilt. Alright, drew another... Alright, Burgle is trying to talk me into a 3rd Horizon Canopy in our deck, too. Is there a donation option on mobile? Yeah, you have to go to, It's kind of awkward. I'm just gonna give you the link in chat. That's much easier that way. I'll make a command to pull that link up. Let's grab this. At that link there, I'll take you right to the donation screen. Block. I think I'm obligated to block here. I don't know, that's close. This is gonna get to grow up once it gets bigger. Alright, Misty Rainforest is an okay draw. I'm gonna go ahead and go get a forest here. I think that block was right. I don't know, I could take it or leave it there. There's no guarantee that they have the thing. They might have just been happy to trade. Like, with these Horizon Canopies being my 2 lands, I'm taking a ton of damage here, so I think I need to just preserve my health, but I don't think I can just take 3 there and, like, be at 11 on this board state. I think I'd be pretty surprised if they don't unban some stuff, honestly. Save another Lord. So another Lord makes these all trade. Yep. I think we're just going to be dead here. I guess if we hit an untapped land here, we can Angel of Sanctions one of these 2 things. Another Wilt-Leaf Liege. Yeah, we're pretty dead. The double Horizon Canopy just killed us here. Double Horizon Canopy just killed us pretty dead. Alright, so Path to Exile seems fine. I think Scavenging Ooze is probably fine. Reclamation Sage killing, what's it called, seems reasonable. I'm gonna board out my Hallowed Fountain here, because I really just don't want to draw islands. I wonder if Ruined Halo is good enough. This card's probably fine in this matchup, just to, like, pseudo-remove one of their things. Gaddock Teeg doesn't do a whole lot. Is Eldritch Evolution cuttable? This Loxodon Hierarch doesn't do much, and it's kind of expensive. Let's do this. Let's do this. Did you miss Jeff giving his thoughts on the Pro Tour? I was tweeting my thoughts on the Pro Tour all morning. Just cut one of our islands, have the other in our opener. All right, sure. Hashtag HugelPT. See my thoughts on the Pro Tour in real time even. Oh, Gearhulk should have come in. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's a Gearhulk in my sideboard. That's 10 out of 10 supposed to be in my deck right now. I didn't bring it in because I'm an idiot. That's like literally the matchup it's in the sideboard for. A Feudal Diversion. That brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I really appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. Knocks across the $24 donation. One deck of your choice in Modern, one of your choice in Legacy. In. Thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Do I just Sage this? I'm gonna start by attacking with this Kitchen Finks. I think I'm just gonna go Scavenging Ooze plus Bird this turn, just develop my mana a little bit better. I get a double spell turn in that way. Let's do this. Let's do this. Exalted is so good. Let's try and beat them down. That was Tomagather who gifted it to you yesterday. You must have missed it. When you got second in whatever his name's contest. Okay, they have another Spreading Seas. This is fine. We can Rec Sage to clear one of these off. They really don't have any pressure together here, which is good for us. So I guess I'm just going to start by attacking for 5 here. Do I want to play the Smiter, or do I want to play the Reclamation Sage? Love the Hugel rants. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're able to catch us live here today. I think I'm actually just going to slam this Smiter. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Just get the most pressure on the table. Their hand's pretty slow, and I just want to try and run them out here. Like, if they have Master of Waves here, it kind of punishes us leaving the Spreading Season play. But if they don't have Master of Waves, we're in a pretty good spot here. Another Mutavault, sure. We're mostly green-white stuff. Mostly green-white stuff. Alright, so they have a 3-3. Which means my Scavenging Ooze probably shouldn't attack. So, I'm going to go ahead and attack with Kitchen Finks, attack Loxodon Smiter. Nox and Cross, I'm gonna be straightforward. I probably won't remember to mention a username. I will mention that someone donated. I'm gonna write it down and try and I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna promise to do my best. Hey, Rockin' Zare, a 6-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Half a year. Welcome back. Alright, so I'm gonna write your name down. Noxon Cross 1x Modern, 1x Legacy. In. What does he do? This is all I got. I wrote it down. I'm gonna try and remember. Writing things down is the best way to not forget. That chump block last turn, I guess it was a pseudo trade, right? Like they traded for the back half of this. Allows me to grow my Scavenging Ooze this turn, which is great for us. Spreading Seas, sure. It's like annoying, but not the end of the world. A little choke down mana. It was good. We got everything done that we wanted to get done. So this isn't going to untap next turn, which kind of sucks. To go ahead and gobble this up and go up to 22, and then we go down to 19 here. Next turn, I get to play the Qasali Pridemage out, and then I can attack with this as a 5/5, so they'd have to trade both of these. Eldritch Evolution. What does that do for me? What does that do for me? I could turn this Reclamation Sage into a Wilt-Leaf Liege and then smash with my squad. I'm gonna wait a turn on that, I think. I'm gonna play Qasali Pridemage here. And I'm gonna go ahead and smash with the Scavenging Ooze for 5. So if they want to trade both of these for the Scavenging Ooze, I think I'm okay with that. Like this unlocks next turn. See, Jace the Mind Sculptor, man. I'd be pretty surprised. No, the deck lists don't come out till the Swiss is done. So after tomorrow. We're actually 1 point of damage short there. If they were 1 lower, we could have used this to kill the Spreading Seas and then eaten the Qasali Pridemage, but there's no reason to be aggressive with that. We're at 19 here, which is pretty healthy. Again, the card we're looking to dodge here is Master of Waves, because that would allow my opponent to go pretty wide and probably have enough chump blockers to race us with Island Walk. Hello, oldest son. You spill water on your pants? Alright. Be right back. Father duty. Can we change you? Your pants are wet. I hope that's water. I'm gonna get you some pants, okay? Was it Master of Waves? MSN? Nope, just a mirror readgery, got it. Sorry about that. We back. For those that aren't aware, if you haven't heard the squeaks in the back before, I'm a father of 2. Alright, so they're slightly larger now. Okay, Mutavault. So they've currently got 12 that's unblockable here. We're gonna have a lot of potentially lethal threats next turn, though. So we'll see exactly how aggressive they want to get here. Wow, that's... 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is only 15, right? Hey, hug the qualifier. The 3-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping. Welcome back. I do appreciate that. Quarter of a year. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Is there any reason not to just take this here? Maybe they have be. This is an I'm dead attack, right? Yeah, like that's what this is, right? Say 4, 8, 12, 15. Am I supposed to just like play around something stupid like a groundswell? I can block this one. I can block this one. Has fog. That's actually, that could be a card that they have. I'm gonna double block the Lord of Atlantis. Yeah, there's no real reason to not block. I agree with that assessment. We still have them dead on the backswing. All right, that was the I'm dead attack. Sure, just seeing how I'd block. Don't overthink it. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. I was like, are we happy? Nope. I wanted this Gearhulk in my deck. I'm not gonna put in 2 halos. Just bring in one of those. We saw the line. Saw the double block line. We're open to be here for the next 3 hours. No, it's this game. It's going to game 3. I messed up sideboarding for the second one. First game we lost because our opening hand had both our Horizon Canopies and a Gavony Township in it, and we just weren't able to make enough mana without killing ourselves. This is an interesting list. Yeah, it is. This is you know, one of the donation deck lists. I tuned a couple of the details, but the core of the deck is pretty much what was submitted. I think this hand is okay. Mulligan. I'm going to keep this. It's a little bit awkward if our opponent spreads us on 2. Hopefully we're just a straight professional and there's a birds on top of my deck. Opponent's gride top. Bird, Noble, Bird, Noble, Bird, Noble. I cleaned up the mana a little bit. They had 2 ghost quarters in the mana base. If you want to see the original deck list that was submitted, it's in the donation queue. Please don't spread me. Please don't spread me. Please don't spread me. Yes! Okay, stick a creature. You're not wrong, Burgle. Alright, they're gonna have a Lord next turn. You make fun of my toot right on time, Birds of Paradise. You were the 9th card. You were supposed to be the 8th card. I guess next turn we could go Voice plus second plus Bird, and then we can Angel of Sanctions on 4. It's like not the stone worst, I suppose. So I don't think the Nissa is necessarily a card that's worth splashing, but I do think that what's it called? Do you have another Lord? There's a second Lord. We're gonna might be under the gun here a little bit. Huh. Alright, so that's a Noble Hierarch. So do I want to play Kitchen Finks here, or do I want to deploy a mana creature? I feel like I want to deploy a mana creature, because getting the Angel of Sanctions next turn sounds pretty appealing. I'm gonna go Noble Hierarch plus Voice here. If they attack with their lords next turn, we can't beat a Spreading Siege, so we're not even talking about that. If they attack with everything next turn, I might double block a lord. Like, unlocking my Voice of Resurgence tokens isn't the worst. I'd have to take 8, possibly 9, 10 to do that, but I think that's worthwhile. I think I can go to 5 and take a lord off the table, especially with the Angel of Sanctions as a follow-up next turn. Yeah, this is a smash with everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and double here. If they have Dismember, I'm a little bit sad, but think this is the best block. This feels like a Marrow Regery coming in off the Aether Vial here. So they're gonna trade their Lord for our 2 voices, and then I'll take 10. They have Dismember as well. That's probably not beatable. I guess we're gonna have 2 voice tokens left over. I have 1 card left. Like maybe there's a chance here. I get to take their Regery off the table here, so that way they can't tap my creatures when they cast other Merfolk. I have 3 blockers, I suppose. So not beating Spreading Seas, not beating another removal spell. So a lot of things we can't beat here. We're just kind of hoping for the best. I don't think I can. Can I attack here with one of these? No, that's probably greedy. It's almost certainly greedy. They don't have a land. Their last card wasn't a land. They could have their other card be a land they drew for the turn. Okay. So don't spread me. We're looking to draw like a Path to Exile here, or some way to interact with these Lords of Atlantis. You can send donation deck lists on Twitch, on Twitter, basically anywhere you can contact me is a fine place to send me a donation deck list for my approval. Let's do this. Still dead to a bunch here. I think I'm just putting a bunch of idiots into play here and then attacking with these elementals, right? It seems like I got the blue splash of the deck. Oh, I really like the Disdainful Strokes on the board. I think they're really powerful. Just like smash them for 14. That seems great, right? Like they have to chump block one of these. I think I just do this. I can smash with the Angel too and get 3 in. They're losing at least 1 thing here. I have 3 blockers in the backswing. Leaving the Angel back. I'm not going to chump block with it anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I guess this is bad against like a Harbinger of the Tides, but I think this is right to just get a little aggressive here, close the game out, give them less draws to hit a Spreading Seas to kill me. My voices are very angry. This could be bad if they like hit a removal spell and then... Well, that's pretty good for us. Okay, so now they need Spreading Seas plus another Lord. Go. The PT metagame isn't really that different than like the online metagame, right? Like there's more humans, but like overall it's just like modern, right? They do have lethal draws here. They could Spreading Seas into a Lord. But I didn't have any draws to play around Spreading Seas into a Lord, so it's not like we could have done anything differently. I'm gonna tap some lands and then concedes the game, sure. Alright, sweet. Well, we're 2-0. This deck seems like a hoot. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Welcome to everyone that's coming over from the PT stream finished up. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're gonna be playing some Modern all afternoon. Starting out with this green, white, splash, blue Wilt-Leaf Liege deck. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. If you're really enjoying what you see and help me produce more Magic content like this, the absolute best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you'll save 8% of your singles orders there with them. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards there. And finally, InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. They really do it all. And that's the end of our nice short ad break here. And unlike the Pro Tour stream and Star City streams, we only do ad breaks about once an hour here, not in between every other game. So we're going to get back to some Magic here. Thanks everyone for hanging out here this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're at in the world. Where are the Pox players? Please, someone small Pox me. Your game goes in and out of focus. Yeah, it's because it has autofocus on, and when I bob and weave, it tries to autofocus on me. Maybe I should turn the autofocus off. Spare Deck is going out of business, which is really sad. Which is really sad. I already missed Spare Deck. I was planning on playing more Paper this year, and playing Paper without Spare Deck sounds like a giant pain in the ass. Their coverage has gotten significantly worse. They like used to be like the pinnacle. Please turn 2 Liliana me. If they're playing like Abzan Company, that's probably a very bad matchup for us. You think this Magic Arena is going to be any good? I think, please plus this Liliana. Please plus this Liliana. Damn it, Bobby. We were so close, chat. We were so close. Do you think they're gonna plus her next turn? Chat, are they gonna plus the Liliana next turn, chat? Oh, please plus the Liliana next turn. I just want to get him. I'm so excited. Oh God, please plus the Liliana. No, don't lean on a discard spell. No. They know our plan. Chat, we were so close, chat. We were so close. All right, maybe they'll take the Wilt-Leaf Liege so we can't discard it to the Liliana. Maybe they'll take the Wilt-Leaf Liege so we can't discard it to the Liliana. This card's got so much text on it. Don't read all of it. It's cool. Just don't read all of it. It's double Anthem. Which doesn't bode well for using it. Okay, so we're just gonna get aggressive here, right? We're just gonna go like land, Noble Voice, smash them for 3. Like if they want to generate card advantage from Dark Confidant, they're gonna take a lot of damage over it. You're great. This content is great. Look, I just want to have fun while I play sweet TCGs, okay? I just want to have a good time while I play some cards here. So going like active Bob is like kind of scary, but like going to 12 when I'm gonna have a bunch of 4/4s is even scarier. It feels so unreasonably good to have this Wilt-Leaf Liege in my hand and know they can't Thoughtseize it. Just like their Liliana is paralyzed, they can't Thoughtseize my Wilt-Leaf Liege. Just like, I think we're playing the Liege next turn, so that way we can just like smash for 8 with these Voices of Resurgence. I'm going to be at the Open in Cincinnati. I believe Matt and I are going to be at the Open in Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure. In fact, we're going to be playing a bunch of Legacy next month because I believe I'm being conscripted to play Legacy at that tournament. That's rude, opponent. It's rude. And by rude, wow, that attack is aggressive. Holy, yeah, you need to chump block with that Dark Confidant. You really need to chump block with that Dark Confidant. All right, so I'm going to go... I'm gonna play this Wilt-Leaf Liege out here. I wonder if there's supposed to be a... Dryad Arbor in my mana base. That would be incentive. There's like crack them for 12 here. Do I want to play this land? I think I do. I think if they discard my Gaddock Teeg, I'm okay with that. All these cards. Attack you. Attack for 12. Keep it in your hand for the mental damage. All right, so they're going to 6. Bobby, come on, Bob. You gave them a free one last turn. I would like you to give them a not free one this turn. Come on. Go for the throat. That's so rude. My Wilt-Leaf Liege is a big fan of its throat. Tasigur. Usually these decks aren't that greedy. Usually they're not playing cards like Tasigur. Field of Ruin, okay. So they have a... Ooh, that's really good. That's exceedingly good. Huh. Okay, so Wilt-Leaf Liege is lethal. Oh, that was a mistake. Should have fetched a blue source. We have Nissa's in our deck. Alright, start by cracking. Do I want to crack this? I probably don't, right? I can just make them chump block with Bob this turn. Yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to crack this Horizon Canopy now, because I would prefer that I don't have to discard whenever I draw the Liliana. So I'm gonna send all of these at them. Like, no reason to attack their planeswalkers and we can kill them. I was thinking about that, Weezy. I mentioned that. I was like, man, I really kind of want to Dryad Arbor in this deck. All right, so they're going to 1 here. Seems pretty good for us. Bird or Noble isn't lethal. Oh, no, that's not true. I don't have, oh, because I could have shocked. I could have shocked and made that lethal. Okay, yeah, I accept that premise. They're getting a Noble Hierarch or a Dark Confidant back here. Probably Noble Hierarch for chump block duty. Depending on what they drew, they're just dead here. Yeah, they're not ticking up the Liliana anyways, so maybe pushing for lethal was correct there. Except that premise. What was the top card of our deck? Definitely could have gotten bit there. It was a Temple Garden. Things to think about though. Things to think about. This is definitely a troll matchup. Definitely a Scavenging Ooze matchup. I think this is a Path to Exile matchup. Cut Gaddock Teeg, cut an Evolution. I'm gonna cut 3 Birds of Paradise. Just like trimming mana creatures against the Last Hope sweeper deck is probably a good plan. I don't think I want anything else out of my sideboard. Yeah, that's fair, Burgle. So that's like, you're like 50% to be okay with the draw there. Yeah, I think you're correct. I think your assessment that we should have taken the hit there was right. Do we like this? Do we like this? I think I'm okay with that. I don't think I want any of these other cards in my board. I can maybe see an argument for Acidic Slime since it like trades with Tarmogoyf and it takes out a creature land, but I'm not sure I like it more than anything else. I still want some creatures to like power up. Qasali Pridemage is a nice hedge against anything that could board in out of the sideboard. Plus, it's just like a 4/4 under Wilt-Leaf Liege, so that seems fine. Okay, I think I'm happy with what I've done here. Bring in more threats. I don't know. I think we're likely to be far wider than what our opponent is most games. I don't think so, Burgle. Their deck has a hard time killing things that cost 5. Their deck is a pretty hard, and like we get to flash it back even if they do. And the flying creature being evasive seems like it's worthwhile. It's just like an evasive threat. Excellent. I'm glad to hear there were Karn heads. I had to miss the last round because I was getting Jake off the bus and getting the kids ready for their naps and stuff. Enjoy the ride down. I'm sitting down. Ugh. I'm old and fat and can only stand for so long. Yeah, we're hoping to play against 8-Rack. It would be great if we could play against 8-Rack in this league. I'm not sure, actually. That sounds pretty good. So I assume I'm going to lose the Noble Hierarch here. You should be able to go to twitch.tv/magic and check their previous things. Need some yoga in my life. There's only so many hours in the day. I go to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week. Took my Nissa. Do I show them that I drew this basic forest? Yeah, that's fine. Takes away a little of the mystery, but I think it's fine. I wish this stream was in 3D. Ooh, that's a good one for them to not know about. Although, let's be honest. The Liliana the Veils are probably not in their deck anymore. If the Liliana the Veils are still in their deck, they're probably not terribly bright. Probably not very bright. Ever played against Corey? Which Corey? Corey who? Oh, that's a beating. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna fetch shock here. So that way I can cast Nissa if we draw another one. Oh, actually, I should have gotten another white there, right? I actually don't have any double green cards in my hand, and this is double white. So if we draw a land, all right, so I'm attacking Liliana here for sure. I have both my good... Actually, do I want to attack them and then turn this into an Angel of Sanctions? Are they going to push this? So I have my Sigarda, my Thragtusk in my hand already. I think I want to just get Angel of Sanctions here. Although I could just get another Wilt-Leaf Liege, I suppose. I could poke the Liliana and then get a Liege. Yeah, that's probably better. I'm gonna poke the Liliana and then get a Liege here. Thrun? Thrun could be okay. I kind of like getting Liege because it prevents my Kitchen Finks from dying. I think I just don't want them to be able to kill my Finks for free. I guess if they can kill the Liege, they can kill the Kitchen Finks then. But if they kill whatever I get, they get to kill Kitchen Finks, right? I'm just gonna get Wilt-Leaf Liege because the upside of like having this in play, if I like hit a land for this other one, is pretty high. If they kill my board here again, I'm gonna be in a pretty bad spot regardless, but it's what it is. I guess if I hit like running lands, I could be okay. Just like go Liege into like Thragtusk or something like that. There are no creatures in graveyards right now. Land. Ding, ding, ding. I'm gonna grab a basic plains here. Corey McDuffie passed away today. What a young guy too. Like, actually, I believe he was younger than me, like 25. Do I want to kill this? If they had Maelstrom Pulse, they like 10 out of 10 would have used it last turn, right? Although I guess they knew. Do they know about that Liege in my hand? They didn't, right? Do I smash them or do I smash the Liliana? Smashing them is pretty appealing. What do we think? What do we think? This is like, I think this is like one of the most pivotal turns of the game. Do we want to smash Liliana or do we want to smash them? Smashing Liliana seems like the conservative play. I could split the difference and send Finks at Liliana and send Liege at them. I actually kind of like that. Like 6-ball them and let them choose. Do they want to have a Scavenging Ooze or have a Liliana? I kind of like this. I think I like this. Yeah, I like giving them a choice here. I like this line. This lets them Fatal Push a Wilt-Leaf Liege. Okay, they have Fatal Push. Sure. Oh! Oh, shit. Wow, that attack was bad. We got super outplayed there. Got super outplayed there. Because the push lets them kill Liege, which then means Kitchen Finks has lethal damage on it. Yep. That's a good play by the opponent. Well played on their part. I think I just shipped this in here. Drawing this is pretty miserable. They could trade the Scavenging Ooze for my Wilt-Leaf Liege here. There's 2 creatures in my bin. Great, yeah, I didn't mess that up. Missing on the land here is probably going to be the end of the game. Like, just like having to pass with nothing to do is like pretty miserable. Steve over Rookthar, right? Oh god, they hit an Eternal Witness. That's gross. They were just gonna get back their Scavenging Ooze and they hit the nut. Alright, well hopefully we can stick a land and then get to flip this Sigarda out. The Sigarda should race them pretty easily. They might get Scavenging Ooze back with this, or they got Dark Confidant. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sigarda costs 5. Sigarda costs 5 mana. Go for the throat, yep. Opponent with the read on no basic island. Ding ding ding. With the help of Dark Confidant, this could be as quick as a 2-turn clock. Come on, Bobby. Bobby! Eyo! Eyo! So they have... What does this attack mean? This is a damnation attack, right? What punishes me for blocking here? This is just a damnation attack, right? Anything that punishes me, chat? This is just a damnation attack, right? Just flaying tendrils doesn't do it. That's probably going to close the door on our ability to win this game. Attack. It's a good draw. You have to be double sorrow. And I don't think I'm supposed to play around double Drown in Sorrow after getting single Drown in Sorrowed. No, Sigarda has hexproof, so Collective Brutality doesn't matter. Another Goyf maybe. Sure. So they have Go for the Throat and then 2 cards I don't know. And a Last Hope, yep. It's a pretty good pickup. They have Go for the Throat. No, it doesn't have a Witness Burgle. So I'm gonna cast this and just exile the Tarmogoyf here. And the reason why I'm just exiling the Tarmogoyf is because I'm expecting my opponent to kill this anyway, so I could just like not get attacked by a Tarmogoyf next turn by exiling it. We could turn the token into like a Voice of Resurgence, but that really doesn't accomplish much. Ugh. They got back Damnation. Interesting. I'm gonna cycle this. Path that. Kill this witness. They're gonna chump here because it's gonna rebuy the witness. They have multiple Eternal Witnesses in their deck. The grind is real. This loop is kind of gross that our opponent is doing. Yeah, it seems really sweet. Wow, they still have Liliana of the Veils in their deck. Holy dicks. I guess it's just like Edict us. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. But that turn that we got blown out by the fatal push and the attack, and I didn't ship into the Liliana to guaranteed kill it. That was the mistake. I should have just guaranteed killed the Last Hope that turn, and then they ended up spinning back into the Eternal Witness to be able to punish us. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Keep Dork on 1. We have a 3-mana play regardless of if our opponent Thought Seizes us. We have a 2-mana play if our opponent Fatal Pushes us. Yep, he's dead, Jim. Okay, we really need to draw a land next turn. But for now, we have this. Go. Because we always have both this. I mean, we have Birds of Paradise too, Burgle. Alright, so we've been pretty thoroughly picked apart here. Pretty good example of like why Path to Exile is kind of medium in these decks, because like now I have these paths in my hand and I can't apply pressure to my opponent. We like need lands to win this game, but like I also still need to draw spells to win this game, so it feels pretty bad. Another discard spell. Fatal Push, yep, gross. Alright, well, I mean, we hit a land, step 1. The problem is the cards we really want to cast, like, we can't even draw Eldritch Evolution at this point because we don't have double green with the lands that I have in play currently. Yep. God, I have to path them. They're drawing cards either way. That feels really bad. Almost isn't quite. Almost isn't quite. Almost unplayable is not completely unplayable. How funny would it be if the first thing our Wilt-Leaf Liege deck dies to is the deck full of main deck Liliana the Veils that didn't board them out against us? That would be kind of funny, right? Sorry for the interruption. I need to change another diaper. Alright, buddy, come here. Jacob, come back. Save them. Really oldest son. Yep, that's totally reasonable and beatable. We punch it every game and still beat everyone. Ain't that the truth? I should hold that land before I attack, but I don't think it really matters here. I'm supposed to send this in here. I mean, they're winning the game, so it's probably correct. Put Liliana the Last Hope here and just bury us deep in the ground. That's pretty good. They have 1, 2, 3 creatures in graveyards here, so Scavenging is going to get pretty out of control. Our Kitchen Finkses are all much worse now because the Scavenging Ooze is in play. Yep. These Birds of Paradise decks are all pretty bad against these fair mid-range decks for the most part. Their card quality is just so much higher than ours on average. We just can't keep up with them. Yeah, the Ooze can eat them in response to their persist trigger. Yep, good line from the opponent. Opponents played this match very well. Leaving their Ooze activation up too, so we can't steal anything out of our graveyard. Alright, well. Definitely just shipping into the Liliana here to start. And what do I want to evolve into? The answer is something, but what is that something is a real question. Is it just Angel of Sanctions to reset this Scavenging Ooze? It feels like I just want to get Angel of Sanctions here. All the rest of my options kind of suck. I guess I could get Thrun, but they just get to push this. Like, Sigarda doesn't race this is the problem. Sigarda doesn't race this. There's one creature here and two creatures there. Yeah, I think it's Angel of Sanctions. Get rid of this. Hope to nug that down next turn. I mean, there's a world we live in where like they can't even kill this as well. So like we got that going for us too. I'm sure they have like their Maelstrom Pulse or their Go for the Throat because that's how our lives are. But yeah, sweet. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. Sigarda. All right, I'll take Kitchen Finks. Magic Online just started running like a potato. Why are we running like a potato, Magic Online? You're not using that much RAM. Yeah, if we fade removal for the Angel for a couple of turns here, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. No, I haven't dropped any frames. My Magic Online choked there for a second. Embalm costs 6, but the problem is that if my opponent is able to kill the Angel of Sanctions, they're going to get to eat it with the Scavenging Ooze. That's the issue. Yep, that's an Eternal Witness. They don't have anything in their bin that kills my Angel of Sanctions, though. I'm skipping around a good bit. Check my... Where's my stream health? It's definitely on Twitch's end. Sorry about that. OBS didn't drop any frames, and my Twitch inspector said it didn't drop any frames either. What'd they get back to their hand? They got, returns Eternal Witness to their hand. Okay. So that means we're not attacking with this, because they just get to loop the Kitchen Finks. I guess I'm just going to smack them for 4 in the air now. They probably only have like 3 to 4 pieces of removal that kill this Angel of Sanctions, Burgle. Hopefully we can continue dodging them. Nope. Nope. Hey, that's what we needed to not have happened. I grabbed the Angel of Sanctions and they didn't have removal right away. They hit it in 2 turns though, so that was within their window to survive. We could hit a... Excuse me. We might have enough at this point to be able to hit Sigarda and then race. Definitely not blocking here. I think Bob's on our team at this point. I can't embalm it. There's a Scavenging Ooze in play, chat. We literally talked about that. Second confident. I appreciate... Come on. We need an Evolution or a Sigarda here. We got three good hits, I believe. That's a Voice of Resurgence. That's sad. Hopefully their greed will destroy them. One of their last two cards is an Eternal Witness right now. It's on Twitch's end. It's on Twitch's end. Nothing is wrong with my setup here. OBS tells me when I have an issue. Twitch tells me when I have an issue. None of those are issues right now. Opponent knows they're just going to be very lucky with Dark Confidant here, apparently. I guess they get to start attacking me if I don't want to block. Kind of sucks that we're through two of our Path to Exiles at this point. How big can they make? So they have Thoughtseize, Overgrown Tomb. Can I run a double block here? I'm just timing people out that are so fucking dumb. Sorry. I'm not gonna get frustrated with people. We're just gonna time them out and move on. Alright, so they can make this one larger, which means a single removal spell makes me really sad. Can we beat a removal spell? They have to have it, right? They have one card we don't know. They flipped Thoughtseize, Tomb, and then... Because they could have Witnessed back to removal spell if they didn't have one in hand already. Alright, I'm gonna just no blocks here. I think I'm supposed to no blocks. I mean, kinda. So there's an Overgrown Tomb that we knew about. So they have Witness, Thoughtseize, plus one card at this point. We'll see what they want to Witness back. I feel like they have to already have a removal spell because they didn't Witness pre-combat. Nope, there's one here in our graveyard actually. So, you know, our deck has no card selection in it, so like we have no real card advantage either, so one more land drop for her ultimately lethal. They just got Go for the Throat back to their hand. I'm gonna pass the turn here. Hopefully they Thoughtseize me. Oh my god, these Dark Confidants have done 3 points of damage and 2 points of damage in 5 cards. They've done land, Thoughtseize, or land, Thoughtseize, Inquisition. Opponents played this very well though. They let on the Inquisition so they don't get blown out by the Wilt-Leaf Liege. Found a Tireless Tracker, yep. I think we're pretty buried at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it in. You know, don't have outs at this point. It was a close game. Definitely fumbled a little bit. Path to Exiles being awkward that we couldn't just play them out as threats early, which is definitely a reason why I like they're in the sideboard of decks like this. Honestly, I'm not even sure you want them in the sideboard. I think you want to just like attack your opponent with decks like this. Like trying to slow down and be interactive, put you in awkward spots where like we're this like not control deck, but we're playing a role like we're a control deck and it feels really bad. Alright, we're 2-1 though. Let's see if we can rally back, cash the league. This hand's not amazing, but it's fine. It isn't amazing, but it's fine. Might need to kick Moto. OBS is actually gobbling a lot of processor too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing more Legacy. I've just been focusing on Modern because the event I'm playing next month is Modern. And people are pretty hyped for Modern with the Pro Tour. Yeah, Blue Red Delver would be a fine donation deck. I'm pretty sure I'm playing Legacy on my team for the team event in Cincinnati next month, so we'll probably be playing a bunch of Legacy after Indy. Okay. It's a lot of humans. All right, so we're definitely casting something here. Is it Smiter or is it Kitchen Finks? I feel like it's Kitchen Finks. Smiter probably can't block next turn regardless. I don't know if the Land Nauseam deck is quite good enough. It's like any Chalice deck. It's great when it works, but with no card selection. Grixis Delver still be your pick to win. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Grixis Delver mirror matches. So like I don't know. Like it's certainly the best deck, but I just feel like there isn't a good way to give myself an edge in the mirror. God. One of the PT teams did a deck tech on humans, and they'd cut Mantis Rider from the deck, and that just seemed completely insane to me. Or sorry, they didn't cut Mantis, sorry. They caught Phantasmal Image, and that seemed insane to me, because like, these Phantasmal Image Mantis Rider turns are just always so nuts. We're just like, super dead here, right? Just can never win. It's like, we're just gonna be dead in 2 to these. Basic Island is actually the Beer Breaker. Yeah, one of the teams was on 1 Phantasmal Image in their main deck, and it was just like, whoa, this seems super wrong. Alright, so Gearhulk's good here. Sigarda and Angel are good here just for blocking. Loxodon's probably not great. Pridemage probably isn't needed. Alright, that's pretty clean, easy in, easy out. Yes, you're not wrong. Is in fact the best fish deck. Sounds pretty good. Tombstalker, Cakeman, kind of like there's a lot of games in the mirror that you just like someone dies just like never playing Magic. You get like wastelanded, or they're playing the stifle version, they stifle you off your thing, and they like daze your cantrip so you never got a chance to find a second land. I think we're gonna try some different things in Legacy. We might play some more elves. I fortuned the Legacy challenge with that last week or the week before. I think I want to try and work on Jund decks. I think I want to play some 4-color pile. There's a lot of different Legacy things I want to kick around. It's a pretty good draw. Wow, actually, so we get to go play Wilt-Leaf Liege this turn, and then next turn we can go play Voice, evolve Voice into a second Wilt-Leaf Liege, and attack my opponent for like 14. It's a pretty good aggressive draw on the play here. Opponent missed a land drop. Just going to get run out, hopefully. The big red deck's just like, I don't know if I can handle playing that at a team event. It's just so anemic when it doesn't. God, did they leave Kite Sail freebooter in against me? Holy crap. People are just getting super rewarded for leaving bad cards in against us today. I think we're in a good spot still, but like, this card shouldn't be good against us. Let me draw a 3-drop. Get to go voice 3-drop still. God, they have another one? Well, actually, this will be kind of funny, right? Because I get to Gearhulk them. Do I want to Gearhulk them? Yeah, probably. Do I want to Gearhulk them? Yeah, again, so like, when Twitch chat is currently doing like what Twitch chat always does, the Magic players do this too. It's like, I'm talking about how I don't enjoy the Grixis Delver mirror, so like people are giving me decks that beat Grixis Delver. The problem isn't beating Grixis Delver. If you only want to beat Grixis Delver, it's super doable. You can attack any deck in Legacy. The issue is that you have to beat Grixis Delver while also still having a good matchup against the rest of the field. Like, even if you expect something like 15 or 20% of the field to be Grixis Delver, if you don't have stellar matchups everywhere else, you're still going to be a dog, right? I don't know what I want to do here. Gearhulk's kind of awkward. I think I'm just going to smash them for 6. And then play Voice of Resurgence. Yeah. This feels like a reasonable play out of the opponent. Really easy to beat. Yes, that is exactly correct. Easy to beat Delver and be Cold to Storm. I want to try out a Jund deck with Faithless Looting in it, because it seems really sweet. Faithless Looting plus Punishing Fire. I don't know. The lands players all did pretty poorly at the last one. I also just like lands is a deck that has super skewed matchups. It's just like, it's like the Tron deck of Legacy. It's like 40% in some matchups. It's like 90% in some and 20 and 30% in others. I don't think that deck is very good. Like, Dak Faden's just like this super clunky and awkward card. What if I just smash you with everything? Is that allowed? I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I agree, Sean. Actually, I have a deck in my, or is it Jund Looting? That's exactly that. It's got oh no, is Magic Line gonna take a nap? No. Yeah, it's got Lingering Souls and Punishing Fire and Faithless Looting and Dark Confidence and stuff. So I think we're gonna play this at some point later on. Give a Reflector Mage here, maybe. I have a 3-cost, 3-drop of some sort. So they're making me pick my Liege up, which feels okay, because now I'm gonna get to slam this Gearhulk post-combat. We'll see how they block. Maybe I'm just activating Township here. Did they just go no blocks? Didn't they see the Gearhulk in my hand? I'm pretty sure they saw the Gearhulk in my hand, right? So I'm going to keep Smiter and Gearhulk, and then we'll sack the Voice and get a token. What donation will it take for you to take our favorite standard deck into a casual modern queue? I don't know what deck you're talking about. Are you assuming people read the card? That's That's like A plus comment right there, Ghostly Flow. Your fatal assumption was that your opponent was reading the cards in your hand. Why would they have done that? I'm just passing here. It's like a Mantis Rider. Have to chump block here. This is exactly lethal. We lost green-black mid-range, but we're 2-1 otherwise. We're down a game in this match currently. I didn't add Ralliers. I switched the mana up a little bit. If you look at the deck list that I tweeted, you can catch it, see exactly what I did there. Did a couple of small things, but none of them were adding Rallier. I guess I have Angel of Sanctions in my deck. I guess we're just gonna like smash them with these two. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, right? I get to smash them with these two. They're obligated to chump block, and then I get to evolve Smiter into Angel of Sanctions. We could have double blocked, I guess. Is that profitable? You get kind of blown out by a dismember. Hey, Nick Gray, the 93 with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. Reset this guy, even if they do have removal. Oh, one of the other changes we made was we turned the Fiend Hunter into an Angel of Sanctions because Fiend Hunter seemed super mediocre. How powerful do you think Madcap Experiment is? I don't know. We haven't played it. It's been on the to-do list for a little while. I'm a dancing monkey, I'm not a comedian. Ugh. Pretty easy mulligan on the Hearthstone hand here. Sand is not exciting, but it's a keep. Opponent went to 5. God bless. Horizon Canopy, not exciting against the creature deck. Bottoming that because we just want lands at this point. Hopefully we get to curve 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Gun Therapy with the 3-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping and welcome back. A quarter of a year. Yeah, we played the Mardu Madcap deck. I think people are talking about a specific, the blue-red Madcap deck. The blue-red Madcap deck specifically. So there's a lot of Blue Moon variants that have been doing well on Magic Online. I think of a Mardu spells port to Legacy. Maybe. I think I want to try a Jund variation. I think the important thing in that deck is like the the copies of what's the words? I'm struggling for words. The copies of Faithless Looting generating card advantage. So I think I want to try and leverage that with Punishing Fire more than anything else. I also think like Dark Confidant is pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable card in Legacy, especially when you're prefixing it with turn 1 discard. Like there isn't nearly as much removal in Legacy as there is in Modern. So like Dark Confidant's a card that can run away with the game a little bit easier. Vethalia's Lieutenant here. That kind of sucks. Lets the Champion of the Parish continue attacking. That being said, if they offer this Meddling Mage trade here, I get to snap that off. No blocks, that's fine for me. I would love to go to 16. We're end up going to 15. Yeah, I like that deck a lot too, actually. I think, like we played the Eldritch Ponza deck yesterday, and I talked about how, like, I like the turn 2 Blood Moons, but I'm not a huge fan of, like, the rest of the things Ponza decks tend to do. So I think that having that plan is pretty reasonable. They have Dismember here. It's really unfortunate for us. They have another Thalia's Lieutenant here. We're probably just going to get run out of the game. Okay. Am I willing to chump block this Champion of the Parish at this point? Probably. Yeah, I think I'm okay catching this in as a gain 6. More Legacy! Punishing Waterfalls. Thank you for the resub and welcome back. We'll be back to do more Legacy stuff next week for sure. For sure. Play this out. I think I'm just passing the turn here. We're probably going to like Path Champion, Path Meddling Mage this turn so we can unlock our voice for next turn. So I assume they didn't draw a creature if they weren't attacking with this. I feel like if they drew a creature, they would have like played the creature and then like smashed with the Thalia's Lieutenant there too, right? Yeah. Okay. Smiter. It's good. I'm gonna start by cracking this, see what we get. I guess I could have played both of these. Maybe that was right. I should have just played both of these instead of cracking the Horizon Canopy there. So I get to go and attack with this since I have Smiter back on defense. I feel a little bit bad if they like Reflector Mage. We're also at a high enough life total that I can just like take a hit for 4 here. We've not played the Grixis Courier deck yet. That's going to be the deck after this league. Oh, another Lieutenant punishes this attack. Okay. That's fair. I hadn't thought about that. So this is going to give this 2 counters. Then we get attack for 5. I was only thinking about Reflector Mage. Was not thinking about another Lieutenant. I probably would have still attacked if I'd thought about it, but it's something I didn't give consideration to. I don't have any blue cards in my deck, so I'll get a Temple Garden here. A lot of good draws here. Just like anything that's other than like a land is pretty reasonable at this point. How am I taking the open? No idea. We're gonna wait and make a judgment on that until after I see what happens at the PT. Well, this is excellent. Is this good, chat? If so, why? This deck really beats down when it's ready to beat down. This is pretty great. I get to get an elemental token here and then floop a Wilt-Leaf Liege into play and just like give them the business. Give them the business. Attack for 10. Yeah, move, Kaiba. Go. This is my 8/8. My 8/8's amazing. Look at how turnt that corner is, ain't that the truth? It's hard and fast there. I'm not a big fan of either of those creature-based combo decks right now. I think they're both a little clunky and awkward. They're like this awkward mix of like not quite fast enough to combo, but not quite interactive enough to not be comboing a lot of the time. At least that's my experience playing with and against them. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We're 3-1 in our league with Green-White Liege. We beat Burn. We beat Humans. We lost to Green-Black. We beat something else that I'm blanking on at the moment. Ugh. Everyone's having a great Friday, great start to your weekend. We're playing Modern all afternoon here. I think functional errata like that is something Wizards of the Coast doesn't and won't do, so it's not worth discussing. I mean, if you wanted to pay for my entire Open trip, I'd take Kiki to the Open. But if I have to spend my own money to travel to the Open, which is like $300, I'm probably not going to play Kiki Jiki at it. I'm going to keep this hand of medium green-white cards because we're on the play, and hopefully our opponent's playing something fair. I think you're wrong, Burgle, that making the Tron Lines legendary would make the deck worse, but it's still just like medium for discussing at a point. Better position in Modern or Legacy? Well, it's a good deck in Legacy, and it's a pretty mediocre deck in... It's a good deck in Modern, it's a pretty mediocre deck in Legacy, excuse me. Look, if you enjoy playing Kiki, I completely do that. I do enjoy playing Tournament Magic, but like, if I'm gonna spend $300 on a weekend, I need to play something that I feel like gives me a little bit better chance to win than Kiki will. Urborg. What are the odds they're playing 8-rack? What are the odds they are playing 8-rack and they are about to be very, very sad? Like Urborg Inquisition. Did that just happen? Just making sure I understand what's happened here. Maybe they have another one? Maybe they have another one? Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's exactly how that works, isn't it? This isn't a trigger, this is a replacement effect. Oh no, chat, I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake, chat. Our opponent is so much smarter than we are. I can't, All right. Yep. All right. Off it. So, green-white stuff. So, this deck, at a glance, after playing 4 matches with it, I think my gut instinct and what Burgle's gut instinct ended up being happening are true. I think this is just a worse version of the Eldrazi Evolution deck. Like, just the way your cards line up against different things. Like, we lost to the Liliana of the Veil deck with our 4 Smiter for Wilt-Leaf Liege deck. So, like, if we can't beat the Liliana of the Veil deck with our 8 Wilt-Leaf Liege effects, just like, what are we doing with ourselves? I feel like we probably have like a pretty difficult to impossible Storm matchup because we just like don't have a lot of meaningful interaction. We have like this one Gaddock Teeg in these evolutions and like the second Eidolon, so this deck's like kind of cute. If you're looking to play something toolboxy and aggressive, I think I would just recommend playing the Eldrazi Evolution deck. The Ancient Tube is much better than Birds of Paradise. Yeah, I don't think comparing it to Abzan Midrange is fair. This is a functionally different deck than Abzan Midrange. Like these green creature decks, especially with the toolbox aspect, they're different than the 8 discard decks. Like the 8 discard decks play a different kind of game of Magic than these play. Any rate, onward, upward, backward, forward.